The first reading is from Daniel chapter 7. While I was looking, thrones were put in place. One who had been living forever sat down on one of the thrones. His clothes were white as snow, and his hair was like pure wool. His throne, mounted on fiery wheels, was blazing with fire, and a stream of fire was pouring out from it. There were many thousands of people there to serve him, and millions of people stood before him. The court began its session, and the books were opened. During this vision in the night, I saw what looked like a human being. He was approaching me, surrounded by clouds, and he went to the one who had been living forever and was presented to him. He was given authority, honor, and royal power so that the people of all nations, races, and languages would serve him. His authority would last forever, and his kingdom would never end. The word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. Responsorial psalm is from Psalm chapter 97. The Lord is King. Earth, be glad. Rejoice, you islands of the seas. Clouds and darkness surround him. He rules with righteousness and justice. The hills melt like wax before the Lord of all the earth. The heavens proclaim his righteousness, and all the nations see his glory. Lord Almighty, you are ruler of all the earth. You are much greater than all the gods. The second reading is from 2 Peter chapter 1. We have not depended on made up stories in making known to you the mighty coming of our Lord Jesus Christ. With our own eyes, we saw his greatness. We were there when he was given honor and glory by God the Father. When the voice came to him from the supreme glory, saying, "This is my own dear Son, with whom I am pleased." We ourselves heard this voice coming from heaven when we were with him on the holy mountain. So we are even more confident of the message proclaimed by the prophets. You will do well to pay attention to it because it is like a lamp shining in a dark place until the day dawns and the light of the morning star shines in your hearts. The word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to St. Matthew, chapter 17, verses 1 to 9. 6 days later, Jesus took with him Peter and the brothers James and John and led them up a high mountain where they were alone. As they looked on, a change came over Jesus. His face was shining like the sun, and his clothes were dazzling white. Then the three disciples saw Moses and Elijah talking with Jesus. So Peter spoke up and said to Jesus, "Lord, how good it is that we are here. If you wish, I will make 3 tents here, one for you, one for Moses, and one for Elijah." While he was talking, a shining cloud came over them, and a voice from the cloud said, "This is my own dear Son, with whom I am pleased. Listen to him." When the disciples heard the voice, They were so terrified that they threw themselves face downward on the ground. Jesus came to them and touched them. "Get up," he said. "Don't be afraid." So they looked up and saw no one there but Jesus. As they came down the mountain, Jesus ordered them, "Don't tell anyone about this vision you have seen until the Son of Man has been raised from death." The Gospel of the Lord. Praise be to you, O Lord Jesus Christ.